right. I think we are live. Sick. All right. Go ahead and go here. And so today it is a little late in the afternoon, but we will be working on The Amazing Ball. And I just updated it to the newest version of Unreal Engine. And what's going to be going on is we are going to be going through and making sure stuff's working, and we are going to be going through the levels that are broken now because I just updated it, and we're going to be fixing them up. And maybe if we have some time, we are going to maybe start working on the graphics menu a bit more, starting to get the graphic settings integrated, and get the post-processing volume and the blueprints related to that all set up. I do have to quickly share the stream real quick, as there is no viewers at the moment, as far as I know. If there are, hello. And we're going to quickly, we are going to quickly just copy that. And I'm going to just post this in the Discord, and let everyone know. I do have to quickly share the screen real quick, as far as I know. Discord. And I'm going to post it on Twitter real quick, too. As soon as I my second screen here. Bring it over, and I'm going to just announce that I am indeed streaming. Trying to think of tags to put into the Twitter thing. Oh boy. All right. I think that's enough tags for now. We'll go ahead and do that. Cool. All right. So let's get into what's going on here. I'm gonna share my beautiful screen here as soon as I'm gonna move this, and we are going to capture my display, which should be being captured, and we're going to put me up in the bottom corner. Cool. All right. Like so. Or an extra top corner. Why not? I think that's a little less intrusive. So, all right. Let's get into this. So I updated to 4.26 2, and we're going to just be launching this real quick. And I'm going to just remove this real quick, and I'll get rid of my files here, and we're going to quickly hop into Unreal Engine. So I'm going to be showing off what's been going on, and yeah, so basically I need to get my stream chat up that way, just in case if I get any messages from any possible people that that may want to participate. Okay, so this is the base level. This is what this is how I create the mazes. So essentially, that's what's going on here. I have a I think I have a post-processing volume here. No, I don't. Not yet. There are some ray tracing effects going on, which are happening. But that's not what we're playing with today. We're actually going to be working on fixing the levels that are broken, and I think the one that I actually am going to start with is the challenge mode level, level 3 specifically, because of the fact that this is probably going to be the hardest one to actually fix. So that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to go into the top view here, and we're going to just make sure that we systematically fix every single one of these spikes. This is going to be very, very tedious. And yeah, so that's what we're going to be doing. This is awfully boring, but I figured that we can maybe make this a little bit, a little fun, and maybe do some testing also while we're here. I'm sure when I go to play test this, I'm probably going to run into some spikes that aren't supposed to be there. But that's okay. We'll just slowly but surely get this done. Because as you can see, the maze has changed. I could go and grab the 426 version. I don't know why, but my Maze Creator asset here kind of broke. It didn't break, it works. But it's broken enough to the point that it is a bit of an issue. So we got to fix it, unfortunately. So that's what's going to be going on today. I'm going to grab that. We're going to bring this down here like that. Level design for this game actually isn't that bad. It's not hard. It's not crazy. I may be better off actually just redoing all the spikes, but then again, I really would rather not do that. It took so long to even put them in here in the first place, so I'd rather just fix the ones that need to be fixed, and the ones that don't need to be fixed, leave them alone. Because they're just a tiny bit broken, just a little bit broken right now, but that's okay. We'll see these two here can actually be moved simultaneously to just right here, which is actually quite nice. And these two is the same thing. We're gonna go ahead and move these. Oh, that's the entire maze. Oops. Am I grabbing the maze again, or I don't want to grab the maze? I just want to grab these two spikes and scooch them over. That could have went terribly wrong. These need to scooch somewhere. I'm going to scooch these over here like that. Line them up with those. This is actually very efficient to do this in the top view. Just simply because it's just easier to do it in the top view rather than be in the perspective view. Because if it is in the perspective view, I have to actually grab these and move these. But so far, we're looking pretty good, and let's just give this a nice little look so far. So yeah, we can't go here, and we need to. We're kind of trapped in this corner here, unfortunately. So I got to really make sure that I get all these spikes out of here. Otherwise, we're going to have some problems. So let's get to it. Back to top view. Yeah, level design for this game isn't bad. It's not anything crazy. This just may take a sec. I'm actually going to scooch these down here. It just makes the most sense to. A lot of these ones that are like back to back like this can actually just be simply moved to an area where they can be placed, like right here. And then I'm not sure if I'm going to have to duplicate that one. I'm going to need to rotate this one though for sure. I'm going to put that one up against this wall, like so. I want to keep the spikes out as far as we possibly can. I'm going to move these two here to right here. This is quite the tedious process. Probably isn't the most fun thing to be streaming, honestly, but I figure that you might get some entertainment out of this for me grabbing just the entirety of the maze on accident. This is probably going to happen multiple times in this stream, honestly, but that's okay. It's not a big deal. We'll just have to deal with the fact that that's going to happen. As you can see here, we have some of these spikes that are not supposed to be like that. They're not supposed to be. So we may need to move some of these guys around. Those are fine. We'll go ahead and grab these and rotate them 90 degrees. Because the goal of this challenge is to not touch the walls at all. Hence the spikes. But when Unreal Engine updated, it broke my maze thing, unfortunately. It's very depressing, actually. This is what actually was preventing me from even updating to the new versions of the engine, is because every time I tried to update it to the newest version, things broke like this. I had to improvise. It's okay that these spikes are actually like this. In the perspective view, I'm gonna actually try to figure out where those are. Right here. So this is actually fine for these to be kind of like this. It's not gonna really be noticeable. So we should be good to actually put them like that. I'm actually rather curious here. We're gonna just move that. But yeah, I guess we'll just continue on working at this as we go. Oh, I did not mean to do that. I meant to go into the top view. So yeah, we're gonna just go ahead and get rolling with this. I'm gonna I need to make sure that it's actually staying relatively lit in my room, because it is getting darker out to some extent. So we're gonna just try to make sure that it's not getting too dark. I only really plan on streaming for like maybe an hour anyway, so just get an hour working real quick, stream the process. I do hope to be streaming more though. It's easier to do these than to pump out videos, not gonna lie. But making videos is also fun, I will have to say. So these can actually be moved. If I cannot grab the maze, I do not want to grab the maze. I just want to grab these. And we're going to scooch those this way. This actually works out perfectly. Just scooch that out. We'll scooch this one out a tiny bit. If I, wrong lever thing there. I didn't put these in far enough. You don't want them floating outward. That wouldn't look very good. We're going to grab... I don't know if I want to grab one of those ones. There might be another spot in the maze where those can go. Actually, I'm going to grab these two over here. We're going to grab them, and we're going to kind of move them back this way, like that. We're going to scooch this one out like this. And I don't want these two spikes colliding like that, so I'm actually going to scooch this back into here like that. And then this will be scooched into here, over here, because this is actually an opening. So I think I like the spacing here, actually. And then these, I'm going to grab and I'm going to go move these somewhere else. We're not going to put them there. We're going to put them over here. No, I don't know. I'm going to put right here. This is perfect. If you're wondering how I actually did that, you can hit Shift and grab things and move the screen with what you're grabbing. So we can control and then grab the two and then kind of move the screen down with them. Neat little feature tip, I guess. I don't know. It makes life slightly easier when you're working with stuff like this. I need that to come out, and I'm gonna need this to actually move. Yeah. I think I might have to go shut off or turn on my light real quick in my room. So I'm gonna actually pause my video real briefly here, or whatever. I don't know. I'll be back. All right, I'm back. On the downside, we're going to have to rebake the lighting for this level. That is a little bit of a sad thing that we're going to have to do. But that's okay. It's okay. We will rebuild the lighting when we get to that. I'm going to grab these two sets here and we're going to scooch them back. As I grab the entire maze once more and move it. You know, honestly, I should make a compilation of that. Every time I grab the maze in this stream and just move it, I'm just gonna, you know. So we're gonna try to not grab the entire maze once more. And we're going to grab each of these spikes, and we're going to move them up like that. Perfect. Now I want to move these guys, because they're annoying me. Move them down here, just like this. Or down here, just like that. Okay, these two. We're going to move these guys right up here. These like that, and move these. Grab the entire maze again. Oops. I don't know where I'm gonna put this, but dang it, man! Why do I have to continue to grab this entire maze? Let's go find somewhere I can put this. I'm not sure how many of these we're going to have to do. I take it quite a few. Probably. Probably. I don't know. Maybe. I just know that there's a lot of these that are going to need to be moved. Okay, why? This wall's weird. I don't know how I'm gonna solve that, but I need to just move these other spikes here. That way I can clearly see what's going on. Okay. Each of these need to scooch over just a little bit. And this needs to either scooch down. See, I need a whole nother line of spikes for that wall there. I think it's fine. I think it's unlikely that a player will be even able to touch this corner here and without actually hitting the spikes. I think that's unlikely. Did I grab the maze once more? No, I did not. So I think that we're fine. We have two there that we have to push. We'll put them down in the corner here. As you can see, some of these aren't equal because a lot of them didn't really need to be, because they were uniquely formed for the last maze that was in this level. This is actually going to need to be moved, and I grabbed a maze once more. Okay. Here we go. Alright. I'm going to have to rebalance these, because a lot of these are just like blatantly in areas where the player can go. I need that not to be like that. That cannot be hanging off. So we might have I don't know what I just did, but maze went bye-bye. Okay. Maze went bye-bye. That's honestly all I can say. So, let's see. Dang it. I might do these more as if I got time. I am taking a summer course for college. Okay, I have the maze creator, now I don't. So I don't have all the time in the world to make streams or do stuff, and I work. But, you know, whatever. Okay. I don't know where I'm going to put this. We'll go down. No, not down there. Yeah, we'll go. No. Yeah, we'll go down there. I think we're good to put these right here. This one, rotate it 90 degrees. We'll move it out too. Looks like we got some overlap. It's fine if we have overlap between the wall, within the wall, that's fine, but otherwise, no. This one's going to need to be rotated. Put this right in the middle there. I want this one to come down kind of like that. All right. It seems I'm gonna have to split these two out. Real quick. It's fine if they have these nice little gaps. These gaps don't really matter as long as the player is gonna be having a hard time hitting the walls. I'm really not in need of making this absolutely perfect. This is just supposed to be challenging enough. And I guess while we're at it, we'll try to get the post-processing to work on this maze too. All right, we're gonna take this here. We're gonna grab. See, as you can see, we have a whole line. This, you can tell, this previously used to be a wall right here on the old maze, but it's not now. There's a whole bunch of openings within the wall. Do I have the maze creator? No, I don't. So we're gonna have to move a lot of these walls, or the spiky walls, to accommodate the fact that there is really no wall there anymore. The maze fundamentally changed, actually. It's just straight different now. Okay. We're gonna grab this one and we are gonna rotate it 90 degrees and put it to where it needs to go. Bring that down. I have a minor little gap in there between the two, that's fine. Like that. And these corners are not going to have any spikes on them, which is fine. It's no big deal. But as you can see, there's over 200 probably over 300 spikes in here. Over 450. Obviously, we're not going to have to rebake lighting for all of them, but a lot of them we will be. I'm not sure if there will be more spikes. I'm not entirely sure if we're going to have to place them in here, but we might have to, actually. But we'll see, we'll see. I'm not entirely sure if we're going to have to. Grab this guy here, and I can actually grab it. Not the maze thing. We don't want to grab the maze itself. We just want to grab the spikes. Want this to be roughly in the middle. All right, and then these need to be moved. I'm not entirely sure where they're going to be moved. Right down here. There's a lot of those here. Okay, that works. That's fine. As long as it's not hanging off the edge there. And these need to be moved up here. Right like that. We'll move it over so we can fit these ones in at 9 degrees. There are more mazes that we have to do this to. The other ones aren't going to be nearly as intensive as this one, though. This is probably going to be this is the hardest one to actually redo, because there are more of these items that aren't randomly placed than there are in really any other maze in the game at this point in time. So I think I grabbed the entire maze once more. And I need to not grab that. I need to just grab those. Okay, we have a little bit. Is that hanging off? Yes, it is a little bit. We're gonna change the snapping to 5 real quick here and get that as close as possible to the edge, and then snap it back to 10. I'm gonna rotate this one real quickly here. We're gonna rotate it, and we're gonna attach it to the wall. Of course, I rotate the entire maze. Maybe I should just keep it like this and just leave the chaos. Just bask in its glory real quick. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. This is looking great. 100% playable. This is fine. This looks very playable. Perfect. Just one of the spiky walls is actually attached, but the rest are not even close. Anyway, I forget the shortcuts for that to automatically. Didn't want to select those the maze again. Just want to select these. All right, we're gonna move this one down. They do have shortcuts. Yeah. I just forgot them. I don't normally use them, actually. It's been oops. It's not normal that I need to actually use the shortcuts. That's fine, because we're going to move this back this way. And that's actually quite perfect. Except for that one there. It's kind of sticking out the wall. Having minor overlap is fine. Like these two is not fine. That's too much overlap for me. This is fine. I forgot that I could just hit E to do that. Hooray for remembering shortcuts. Make life so much easier. E rotates, W translates. So these need to be scooched. Like a lot. I think that's fine. And this should be pretty fine as long as I adjust those. Now we're good. All right, I have this one I have to do. I think there's only a few more we really got to do here to accomplish what we're trying to accomplish here. Obviously, I can't leave any of these in open space. That wouldn't be very good. But, you know, we'll get these all sorted. This is a team effort. You guys are helping me out. Okay. We have this one here. We're gonna move that. And we may end up blowing up my computer in the process of doing this. As soon as we get to the post-processing and ray tracing stuff. I think they made optimizations for Unreal Engine 4.26. This version is relatively new. It's not too new, but it's been out for a few months, and I just haven't updated to it yet. A lot of my tutorial videos were used in Unreal Engine 4.26, but the Amazing Ball has not made it just made its update to 4.26 because NVIDIA DLSS is in it, and that's also going to be in the Amazing Ball. This game actually can be quite demanding, believe it or not. I think it's just because it was made in Unreal Engine. That's probably why it can be demanding. That's probably the only reason why it can be demanding. But it can be, especially if you have the ray tracing on and stuff. But there's some optimizations in 4.26 that they made to the ray tracing and global illumination and stuff like that to where it's a little bit more efficient and not as intensive. So I'm thinking we only have a few more of these to actually go and do. We may actually have to add more walls. To this, believe it or not. It's fine, this has to come out though. There we go. I'm gonna actually move this one kind of out too, just a tiny bit, and we're gonna move this one here. Way they're a little bit closer. More out, more coverage. I'm going to grab this one here. We're going to move that up to this wall. Also, quick plug. Go wishlist the Amazing Ball on Steam. If you're liking what you're looking at here on stream, there is a link in the description, and you could go and go wishlist the Amazing Ball. I would really appreciate it if you did. That'd be awesome. I would be very, very, very happy. You make me a very happy person if you did that. That'd be very cool. Otherwise, if not, oh well. I guess if you're, you know, not interested, I don't know why you're watching the stream then. Maybe you're bored. Not got nothing better to do. I don't know. Dang it. Just deleted it. Oh my gosh, there went the whole maze again. Okay, we're gonna... minor adjustments. I have 188 objects we're going to have to bake again. Baking the lighting is going to be fun on stream because it's gonna take a sec. especially when we go to production lighting. All right, let's scooch this down this way. Okay. Because all these objects are static, believe it or not. So if we go into the blueprint, I'll show you. Open the blueprint editor. And we click on here. These are static, so they're not stationary. They allow for backlighting. They're not meant to be moved or changed or anything like that, so that's why they're static. But the if you want to see the blueprint, this is pretty much what it does. It on trigger overlap, it destroys the player, this is a little sub thing. We can actually, I believe we can just open this up. Either way, it's a target. It targets the player, and then it runs a little script for that, and then it will open up a widget and reset the level, and then set the game paused. Because if we didn't, or if I didn't, you'd still be able to move around after you were dead. I'm still working on it, actually. So I'm sure I think I can get around it by setting the input mode to UI only, and then when the level opens once more, it will, set input mode to game only. It's still a work in progress. I'm not really worried about that right now, but what I am worried about is getting this done. This here is very important that these get fixed. Okay, that's a longer wall. I need to remove this guy here first. That way I can actually clearly see what's going on. Where can I put you? Down here you go. Or no, actually right, no, yeah, down here. It would be the right spot for you. Cover that space. That covered that pretty nicely. Okay, these two actually can be moved quite simply down here. Ah, there went the maze again. Okay, make sure I'm not clicked on the maze. We clicked on the maze, we're not on the maze. Cool. Alright, we're gonna move these down here. I think, you know what? Actually, yeah, that's fine. We'll go ahead and just... That's fine. All right. And these two, I'm going to probably do a similar thing too. Just rotate them. Well, rotate this one. This one, the other one doesn't need to be rotated. Just this one does. And we're going to go ahead and move it down here. And we're going to see if I can actually complete the challenge after this is done. If it's playable, we're good. If it's not playable, well, then we broke something. Or it's still broken. We're looking like we're getting close. There may be actually more spikes that might need to be put down. Not sure yet. We will find out in a moment. As soon as we're done with this. I'm sorry that this is incredibly boring to watch. But maybe you're interested in how game dev works. I don't know. Maybe you're interested in just the workflow. Alright, we have one here that needs to go. We're going to grab that, and we're going to rotate it. We're going to plop it on there. Okay. This in a little bit. We'll snap to 5 again, and we're going to go ahead and try to get it as far out as we can get. See, we have a bit of an issue here because we're gonna have we don't really have a big enough spike to cover this space, so I'm gonna have a minor gap in between the two. It shouldn't make much of a problem. All right, where is this guy gonna go? Right over here. And then I seen one up here. Yep, here he is. We'll rotate it like that. Put him down here. And actually, that worked out quite nicely, believe it or not. We'll just move that out just like that. And then I need another one. This guy. We just want a majority of the walls just covered. It's really what I'm going for here. The whole wall doesn't need to be, just almost all of it. Like, approximately 98% of the walls need to be covered. Of the entire wall. Just most. If you have these little spaces like that, that's no big deal. And typically they can be fixed by just doing that. You don't want that hanging off the edge. You want it to look good, but you don't want it to look like, you know. Okay. I think, nope. It's not all of them. I think we may be entering the last couple here in a second. So we'll have the last few going into their nice new spaces. And then, we'll bake the lighting and then we'll see where we're at. Okay, that guy I'm going to bring all the way down here. Move that in. Move this in just a moment. Cool. All right. Let's see. Do we have any more that are intruding on spaces? Yes, there are. Rotate that 90 degrees. Kind of started this work the other day, but oh, we do have a couple more here. It's beginning to look a lot better now, though. Like an actual playable maze. We have another one here that we're going to want to move. I just want to see if there's a space where I can stick the two together. Yeah, right back here. We're going to have to move these around here because they were meant to not have... see, a bit of a scooch that down, just like that. Quite picky, and I'm sorry about that, but I really want these to go into place quite nicely. Okay. Anywhere else? Yep, one more. Alright, where are you going to go? I don't know where you're going to go, but you're going to go somewhere. I can guarantee you that. Yep, I found one space for you. Rotate it 90 degrees. You fit that in there. Hey, there is another one here that I actually still have to do. See, lucky I spotted that. There's two more here I gotta do. Okay, those are overlapping a bit much. Okay, these two need to go somewhere. I'm trying to figure out where. Because there needs to be... There is space for these two to go. I know there is. I'm going to be amazed if I didn't have to put any more spikes in here, though. That'll be a treat, to say the least. But I just had just enough to still fit. Granted, this is a 15 by 15 maze. The width is 15 by 15. I'm not sure what constitutes the width, what 15 units are, but it is what it is. Wow, I think we have all the spaces in now. Wow. Just the perfect amount. Look at that. Alright, I want to quickly make sure this is playable. Roughly half of the amount of objects that were here needed to be fixed. So let's just quickly play through this. I'm not sure how to get to the end anymore, so before I did know how to, and now I don't. So some of these do actually stick out a bit further than the other ones. That's all in the challenge here. Alright, we're going to make sure that we're going to... Dang it. I died. Oh, we don't want to go that way. We are way too close there. The object of this maze is to make sure that is to try to get through this without touching the walls, and it's incredibly hard because the ball likes to continue to move, and if you even touch the box, you're done. Ooh, that was a little bit close. It's rather hard with keyboard and mouse too, I will say that. Okay, I believe we're getting close. Yes, we are. Hooray! We made it. All right. Let's bake the lighting. I think all the walls look like they have spikes on them. So let's go ahead and bake. Or go ahead and go back into perspective here. I just want to do a quick extra check. And we're going to bake this. Make sure we're on production. And we are going to build. Very nice. Oh, I gotta allow access to the swarm agent. And this is gonna build. Very nice. This is gonna take a second though. There's like 400 something of these that these gotta bake. Especially with being on stream. Oh, we're already at 46%, 50%. Wow. My frame rate's quite low because I'm streaming at the same time of actually doing what was going on here. I should honestly get a capture card and just use my laptop, but software streaming's fine too. We are done. And my frame rate is incredibly high now. Cool. Alright, this one's done. So map issues, these can be ignored. These don't mean anything. But as you can see, everything is looking wonderful now. Okay. There is something we do have to change, though, real briefly here, because I do have a new particle effect that is going to be going on these wind things. I have a nice little confetti particle effect that's going to go on here, so we're going to go grab that real quickly here. Explosion, we're going to delete that. We are going to get rid of the explosion, and we're going to grab a particle effect that is, grab add component. I think I'm going to actually have to place it in here, so let's go grab it real quick. Just go ahead and try to get this on the side. Do that. And we're going to go ahead and grab my particle and my confetti particle effect. We're going to toss it right on in here. And then we're going to maximize this again. And then instead of it being that, it's going to activate the confetti. And then it will delay, and then it will do the thing. So, there, look at that. So confetti particle effect, they'll stick around, and it's pretty cool. All right, let's probably go fix the other ones. Oh. I got a question in the chat. How do you like Unreal Engine versus Unity? Honestly, I really have no preference between the two. I'd use both of them. It really depends on what kind of game you're making. I think for 2D, you're probably going to want to go with Unity over Unreal. Granted, Unreal can do 2D, but Unreal really thrives on 3D, and I think that's if you're wanting to make a 3D game and you want it to look pretty without really any work, Unreal Engine is really what you're going for. I have seen very pretty games come out of Unity that are 3D. It just takes more work, honestly. You just got to think what the game engines are used for, and I noticed that I have a spot missing there. That's okay. I know some of these edges are a little not being caught on very well. May have to rebake lighting here in a sec, but that's fine. You can't expect it to be perfect, right? Okay, I just want to grab this and scooch this out. That's fine. Same thing here. I want to grab this and move it out, just into the middle. But yeah, honestly, Unity is a great engine. I will say that it is a good engine. They're both good. It just, like I said, depends on what you're wanting to do. If you want a really pretty looking 3D game, Unreal may be where you want to go, but we can press Alt here and grab another wall and place it, and it should copy all the aspects of the other one. So yeah, and we're gonna build this again. Yeah. I'm probably going to end up making a video in the future about Unreal Engine versus Unity. It seems to be a topic that is a pretty hot topic in the game development community, is which one is better. I really don't think there is better. In this case, it really depends on what you want your workflow to be and stuff, and which is just better for you. I got to cancel this again because I have to rebake it because I just moved something. It really just depends on what's better for you, what you prefer. I've used both. I think definitely for coding, Unity's easier. C++ is hard to learn and a little confusing, to say the least. And we have another spot here that actually needs to have another wall placed. I think that's all of them. Yeah. Both of them are great engines, though. I will say that. They're both good. It just really depends on what you're doing. If you're going 2D, go Unity. If you're going 3D and you want it to look very, very pretty with minimal effort, go Unreal. I do like Unreal Engine's blueprinting system, though. It is very quick and easy to prototype things. Most of this game, actually, in fact, is using blueprinting, believe it or not. There's actually very little C++ went into making this game. I think the only bit of C++ that we have is for the graphics screen, and that's just to get the graphics card of the system. So I have map errors. Yeah, I get that. That's because I canceled the baking process. What is going on here? But yeah. I do think they're both great engines. I think we have all the walls now. I think that we're safe to bake this again. We're gonna build this, and we'll move on to something else. We're coming up on an hour here, so I might end up calling the stream here in a few minutes. I don't want to be at this for a long time. I enjoy streaming, obviously, but a little confetti effect because we just got started baking. I'll just quickly wait for this to do its thing. And the next level we have to do is 24, but I quickly also want to check if everything still works. I kind of jumped into working on this when I probably should have checked that everything still works. So we're going to go through and make sure everything still works. That's rather important to make sure that stuff is still working, especially when you jump engine versions. There's a gap here. I'm not a big fan of it. I hate to do this, but I'm going to have to rebake lighting once more because there's a gap there that I'm not a fan of. I could have easily fixed the gap by just simply moving this one over. Perfect. 3 items are going to need to be built again. Alrighty. We're going to wait for this to go again. My next game, though, I will be using Unity, though, for sure. There's no ands, ifs, or buts about it. I will be swapping to Unity for the next game because it's going to be 2D. So I intend on to using Unity. Unreal Engine can do 2D, but I think it's better for 3D. My rule of thumb is here is if you want to make a 3D game, go to Unreal Engine. If you want to make a 2D game, go to Unity. That's just me, though. Map, yeah. Okay. Let's go ahead and make sure that everything still works. We'll start off with the main menu and just kind of go from there. Make sure everything still works. Save it. Okay. I gotta make sure all the buttons still work. Cool. The pause screen is we're gonna have to do that a bit differently. I am pretty sure all those are gonna work. If one works, all of them work. Challenge mode. Yeah, this is one of the ones that we're gonna have to change again. I have no idea how to solve this maze and the amount of time that's gonna require. Credits still should work. This is gonna be changed. This is really subject to change. And then graphic settings. This menu is broken anyway. It doesn't work entirely. I just wanted to make sure that this part works. This is gonna be fun. Let's grab the sprint ball and let's make sure he still works. Yep. Blue ball. That's not what I was trying to do. I was trying to go. Yep, that still works. Grab the beach ball. Oops. We're gonna quickly make sure that we can select the level and it'll still work. Oh, that was a bit weird. Beach ball still works. Green ball. This ball needs to be balanced. I just haven't gotten around to it yet. That still works. Let's go make sure the spiky ball still works. Alright, let's quickly check and see. Is he in maze 15? I don't think he is. Right, let's go 17. I know the spiky ball's in maze 17. We'll just quickly simulate and make sure that they roll. They do. Let's quickly make sure that elevator still works. So these blue walls are actually no collision walls. That still works. Wonderful. And those need to be balanced too, honestly. That needs to be changed. I think these walls are using the base material, right? Yeah. Cool, I'm not going to have to rebake lighting either. Let's worry for a sec. This guy needs to be moved, though. I don't have to rebake lighting. That's okay. Let's quickly build the lighting. These ones take longer to build because these are all hand-built mazes. So these do take longer to actually build. So we'll just give that a sec. And I think we're going to conclude the stream for the day. It's been an hour, so I am going to conclude it after this is done building. If you enjoyed the stream, be sure to subscribe and watch my other videos, I guess. I don't know. Yeah. We're gonna be ending this here in a second. I gotta get my streaming materials, the little transitions and stuff. I haven't gotten around to making that junk. It's not junk, but that stuff. As you can see, these do take much longer to build the lighting on. The nice thing is that the maze creator mazes are not static; they're stationary. So the lighting is cached instead of baked. So it's a little bit more dynamic, but you know, there's differences. Probably gonna stream tomorrow morning. I'm not sure what time yet. Sometime before I go to class, hopefully. And it'll be pretty cool. Or maybe in the afternoon before I go to work. I'm not sure when I'm going to stream. It'll be at some point tomorrow, I think. I actually have to go edit a video, too, and study for my calculus test on Thursday. So, that's fun. That is quite fun. Alright, we are baked and ready to go. These walls are going to look weird for just a short second until they do the thing. Okay. Yeah. Let's go ahead and move that back to scale. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. We'll probably be back tomorrow for another stream, if not Tuesday, or at some point later on this week. This week in general, I'll probably have another stream at some point. Yeah, we'll just continue kind of iterating and making the game. But yeah, I guess I'll see you guys in the next video or stream. Be sure to stop on by and say hi. If you have any comments or anything, I guess now's the time to leave them. And yeah. I'll see you guys next time. Have a great night, morning, or whatever time you're existing in right now.